Hi Lucy, it's Darren from Timpson.
Oh, hello, you alright?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Good. So, I believe you need some information about the Timpson Foundation. Is that right?
Yeah, just a few questions.
Right.
Yeah.
All those years ago, we used to sort of manufacture shoes and sell shoes. We've since diversified now. We do lots of other skills and services such as key cutting, watch repairs, engraving, dry cleaning. We have lots of other businesses as well, including Johnson's the Cleaners, Max Spielman, Snappy Snaps. So quite a big business. We employ about 6,500 people. We turn over about £7 million a week, and we've got about 2,500 outlets up and down the UK. So the whole Timpson Foundation was founded back in 2002 by James Timpson, who's our CEO. James was invited to a local prison, which was HMP Thorncross, which was a male open prison in Warrington in the northwest of England. It was James's first time in a prison, and he didn't really know what to expect. James was shown around by a young guy called Matt, who's a serving inmate. Matt was very intelligent, very articulate. James thought he'd be a fantastic addition to the Timpson business. So slipped him a business card and said, Matt, when you get released, give us a call, and we'll see if we can find you some work.
Oh, right,
so
okay.
James was good to his word, as was Matt. And we're very pleased to say that Matt is still with us today. He's one of our most successful branch managers.
Okay.
So from that moment on, James realised that with one sort of great person like Matt in one small prison in the northwest of England, surely there's got to be hundreds, if not thousands, of excellent candidates who just need that second chance, really. So we then, from that moment, began to proactively recruit ex-offenders into our business. Very pleased to say that we're now one of the largest employers of ex-offenders in the UK. Currently, we've got 650 foundation colleagues, as we call them, on our books. These are people who've recruited directly from prison, or people who've got an offending background. So that's kind of how the whole thing started.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So is there any benefits from this, for the company?
No, we don't get any benefits. We don't get any government funding, anything like that.
Yeah.
As I said, we're a family-owned and run business, so we don't get any financial benefits, or we don't get any tax relief or anything like that. We do campaign for, because a big part of our job is to sort of try and convince other businesses to follow suit, because we just believe it's the right thing to do. So we've been campaigning hard now for years for national insurance breaks for employees who will take on these marginalised groups, but we aren't quite there yet. But we do it for two main reasons, or two main sets of reasons anyway. The first set is because it's the right thing to do for society. Re-offending costs the UK taxpayers £16 billion a year. Our prison system is overcrowded, they're failing. There's roughly 87,000 people in custody at the moment. There's 10 million people in the UK with a criminal conviction more serious than a driving offence, which is almost a sixth of the UK population. We believe it's just absolute madness to just throw all these people on the scrap heap and assume that they're worthless or dishonest, they've got nothing to offer.
Definitely.
So whereby these people are turned down by their employers, we give them that opportunity, and it works out really well for us. But from a selfish point of view, from a business perspective, the reason we do it is because these people turn out to be excellent colleagues, so they're very, very hard working and extremely loyal. And the reason I think that loyal and hard working is because, as I mentioned before, they've been turned down again and again by their employers, and because we've given them that opportunity, they tend not to bite the hand that feeds them. And interestingly enough as well, these people that we recruit from prisons are actually more honest.
Wow.
People that we take on from other streams. So we have more people steal from us. We've recruited through the job centre or through other recruitment streams.
Oh wow, that's mad. So do you you know how you employ ex-offenders? Do you also employ people who are still serving sentences, like maybe?
We do, yeah. We have a scheme called ROTL, which stands for Release on Temporary Licence.
Right.
So depending on your sentence, and depending on the sort of severity of it and what stage in your sentence you're up to, most prisoners at some point will be eligible for ROTL, which means that they can work out in the community whilst still serving a sentence. So at one point we had 150 people out on ROTL, whereby they were leaving prison every day. They would come to do a full day's work in one of our high street stores before returning to prison of an evening.
Oh, right, okay.
So the political landscape changed in the prisons and the MOJ, and there was a huge nervousness surrounding ROTL, probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. So the whole scheme kind of wound up. I'm pleased to say that it's happening again now. It's getting back up and running. So currently we've probably got about 70 people out on ROTL every day who work in our stores and then return to prison of an evening.
Oh, that's good. So do you know what the percentage is, roughly, for how many ex-offenders you have in the business?
Yeah, it's about 10% of our
About
total
10%.
workforce.
Right.
Yeah, which equates to about 650.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's with did you say 6,500 like employees altogether?
6,500. Yeah. 6,500 colleagues.
Right.
Yeah, across the business.
Yeah, that's quite a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. And to be honest with you, we've actually got more than that because
Yeah.
we class people as foundation colleagues only for the first 2 years. So it's just for our counting purposes, really. So once you've got, for example, if I take somebody on, if I took somebody on 4 years ago who was an ex-offender from prison, then we class them as a foundation colleague for the first 2 years,
Okay.
and then they come off that list, so they cease to be a foundation colleague. They don't treat them any differently, just for accounting purposes. So in reality, we estimate that we've probably got about between 12 and 1,400 colleagues who we've recruited from prison.
Okay. Right, that's really interesting. The reason why a lot of businesses don't want to employ like ex-offenders or anything. Do you think, or do you think it's something that a lot of businesses should start doing?
I think it's definitely something they should start doing because, as I said, there's 10 million people now in the UK with a conviction more serious than driving offence.
Yeah.
Offending is one of those taboos, Lucy, where people don't think it affects them, but it's not until their son, their brother, their auntie, their niece falls foul of the law. I mean, I interview all sorts of characters in custody. I interviewed a lady in prison last week who was a trainee accountant, very middle-class lady, very well-spoken. She'd never been in trouble with the police before, and she picked up 2 young girls from ballet classes. She was driving home with them, and she got distracted momentarily. She clipped the cyclist, and she killed this guy outright. Now, she's serving 5.5 years for death by dangerous driving.
Right, okay.
So it's people like that who obviously we try and pick up, and people who come from more challenging backgrounds as well. So yeah, we always recommend other employers should follow suit. The reason people don't do it is due to lack of education surrounding the whole area, and a complete lack of sort of understanding of what offenders are. I mean, it's all the old stereotypes. I mean, if you say to most people on the street, what's your typical prisoner look like? They'll say, oh, big guy, full of tattoos, constantly sentenced together. The full sort of image sort of is conjured up. But in reality, these people are just like you and I, just completely normal people from all different walks of life who, again, have just found themselves in a bad position sometimes.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with that. Well, thank you very much. I think that's everything I need. You've been a massive help.
No problem.